Cities pay tribute to a humble giant, remembering Reverend Jesse Jackson. Across the United States and around the globe, cities have been honoring the life and legacy of Reverend Jesse L. Jackson Sr., the influential civil rights leader, whose decades of activism helped shape the modern struggle for racial and economic justice. Jackson died peacefully at age 84, prompting heartfelt tributes from community leaders, public officials, and ordinary citizens who knew him as both an extraordinary figure and a deeply humble human being. Chicago. Mourning and memorials in the city he called home. In Chicago, where Jackson spent much of his adult life and built his base of activism through organizations like Rainbow/Push, community members gathered around memorials and makeshift shrines near his home in the Jackson Park Highlands. Locals laid flowers, left balloons, and shared stories of Jackson not as a distant icon, but as a real neighbor who could walk into a barbecue, converse with friends, and inspire everyone he met. Residents and leaders alike remembered his humility, even as he stood at the forefront of national movements. One community supporter told reporters Jackson was absolutely someone that will be remembered as that individual that helped Black folks get respect, while remaining grounded and approachable. Chicago's mayor, Brandon Johnson, said he was devastated to lose my mentor and friend, and announced the city flag would be lowered to half-staff as a mark of respect for a man who served not just the city, but the nation. Greensboro, a local legacy of leadership and mentorship. In Greensboro, North Carolina, leaders and residents reflected on Jackson's long association with the community and with North Carolina A&T State University, his alma mater. Local officials described him as a mentor and friend whose influence was felt not just in speeches and national campaigns, but in everyday interactions that uplifted students and activists. Guilford County leaders recalled moments that perhaps best illustrate Jackson's character, such as an ordinary breakfast at a local diner with no security detail, where everyone felt comfortable approaching him. Atlanta. Honor in the heart of the civil rights movement. In Atlanta, civil rights veterans and clergy gathered to honor Jackson as a real freedom fighter, recalling his work alongside figures like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and the ongoing relevance of the movements they helped forge. Ambassador Andrew Young, a longtime civil rights leader, spoke of Jackson's enduring influence on the city and the nation's political landscape. New York, Minneapolis, and beyond, flags, statements, and shared remembrances. Across New York City, Minnesota, and other urban centers, municipal leaders ordered flags lowered and issued statements celebrating Jackson's lifetime of service. New York's mayor highlighted how Jackson expanded the idea of American leadership, broadening political participation and inspiring new generations of activists. These tributes reflected not just respect for his public achievements, but an appreciation for the personal impact he had on those who met him. People who said he made them believe they could make a difference, no matter their background. A legacy of humility and hope. While Jackson's work spanned presidential campaigns, international diplomacy, and grassroots organizing, many of the tributes focused on something more personal, his humility. Even as a towering figure of the civil rights era, he was remembered as someone who listened, engaged, and made every person feel valued. A leader who lived the message that you are somebody. As cities continue to honor him with memorials, lowered flags, and community events, their collective message is clear. Jesse Jackson wasn't just a national icon. He was a humble servant leader, deeply connected to the everyday struggles and hopes of the people he inspired. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more daily news.